It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose. But by them understanding through those who have become Messiahs, to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion. That is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness. By giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but we star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand. To be there, to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle. Which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of a new dimension. Which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe and in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Welcome everyone to the 172nd One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the public teachings in English. My name's Rick Crammond and I'll be a host today along with Dean at the KF TV studio. And I think we're ready to present today's workshop. So let me open up our beginning screens here. Welcome to the Universal Council, and may you present today's workshop. Hello, do we have a representative to read the first screen here?
Good morning, Rick. This is Azad Yusufasi. Here today, we are at the One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace. This is a platform that we have every Tuesday. And this is the place that each UC member, which is connected to a language, bring what they have to offer at this point of time that humanity needs the most in this transition time. And the UC member is a kind of a connection from where humanity is and where humanity is gonna go. So what it is each language in its own way, in the way they connected into the culture and everything to the soul, is gonna take every human being to the point that they can recognize the God within themselves. We talk about the world peace because we're trying to get to the world peace. I mean, for eons, there were so many organizations in so many different levels. They're working world peace. So what is it that make us different than other organizations? Is the peace is a tablet that we're going to give everybody to take to become peaceful? Is it rules and regulation? What is it? What is it that we're looking for? What is this peace that we talk about? What is the UC member? What is my job? What is each UC member's job? Am I the one who is going to bring the world peace? Or all of us going to get credit for it that we brought world peace? What is this peace? There was someone once said, he's someone I listen to once in a while. He said he was invited to an organization. There's a huge organization for world peace. It's 3 days conference, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So he went there and very attentive every single day from 8 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. So we sat there. They had about 200, 300 pages. They were reading and listening. Everybody comes and they talk, have all these lines and phrases and clause. And then he was in total attention sitting there. And he's observing from 100, 150 people sitting there. Most of them they fell asleep. Almost nobody was listening, and someone was just at the podium and talking and reading from the 250 pages. And then he said, I noticed you go for lunch, everybody has lunch, then you come in the afternoon, even after lunch more so, people are falling asleep. And at the end, at 5 o'clock, they have a cocktail, so everybody goes and they have a drink, they joke and laugh, and the next day the same thing happened. And he said, what is this? Is this something we do to world peace? And then he said, after that, when I get invited to any of these conferences for world peace, I just reject them. So now the question is, what is it that we actually see for world peace? What is it that we think world peace is? So the way I understand it, the way I see it, the way I touch it, the way I in my humble way of knowledge, I don't know if I have that much knowledge, but even the way I look at it, I came to more realization that actually the peace that what we're looking for is already within us. But the only thing is, and we're not here to bring the world peace. We are here to just get everybody's attention to themselves, to pay attention to who they are and what they are and what they're here. The way I look at it is, if all the human beings, each of us understand that I'm here to do my job, what is it that I like to do? What are my interests? What is it that I like to do on this planet? I was born at a certain time, then somebody takes me to a certain point, and then after that, they left me here to experience life. So what is it that I want to experience? What is it that I want to do? The problem comes when people start to forget about who they are and they start to look at who other people are. And what is wrong with the society? What is wrong with my neighbor? What is wrong with my daughter? What is wrong with my husband? What is wrong with my brother? But there is nothing wrong with anybody. The only thing is wrong with everybody is we don't want to pay attention to ourselves, because if we pay attention to who we are, maybe we don't like it. Maybe it scares us. I don't like what I see. So I better be busy looking at other people and see what they do. If I pay attention to myself, I might not like what I see. So there's nothing wrong with anybody in the world, even the one we call a killer or master planner of the all bad things. There's nothing wrong with them. They're doing their job. That's what they like to do. But our job is to point to everybody to start paying attention. I mean, one of Mr. Keshe's teaching is get to know yourself. Getting to know yourself, it has a big price for each of us. The price is not easy, because once we start paying attention to oneself, the one that is beyond all this mind and talk and agenda, there's something that is, for all of us, is the same. It never changes. It doesn't go up and down. It doesn't have any shape. It doesn't eat. It doesn't do any of this. It's just there. Including the whole plants and animals and anything you name it is the same going through it. So my job, or at least I know my job as a UC member, is to bring people's attention to start do what you like to do. What is it that makes you tick, make you have excited in life? Bring that excitement in your life, because planet Earth doesn't need to be saved, doesn't need to do anything. We don't have to save the planet. We have to just save ourselves. When you save yourself, you save the planet. The planet is already saved, because there is one thing going through everything in this planet, and is God. And God created everything, and God is taking care of everything. He's everywhere. Our master that we talk about is everywhere. So the peace we look at, the peace we want to see is not out there. It's right here within us. And it's not our job to bring to people's attention the shortages, the lacks, or anything like this. It's our job to bring to the attention for the greatness in them, to tell them, just pay attention to who you are, because who you are is just God. And anything that goes to our mind regarding, when we say, regarding, like say talking, for example, we say good thought, good words, and good deeds. When we say good thoughts, it's not only about ourselves, it's about others as well. It means the mind should be the mind of complete joy and love, only love. Because when the mind is all love and all compassion, there's nothing else comes out of it. It can't be anything else. When you don't think anything of hate or anger or anything bad about anybody, all those things, they start to, it's just like if you take a thread and then tie things together, that's how it's connected. When you don't think anything not loving, you kind of unentangle that. It let goes and loosen up everything, and let everything flows as its own. And interaction of everything is going to be unconditional, just like a vibration, just like a dance. If you imagine this thread attached to each of you with those thoughts, imagine how many of those threads you have that hold you in place. And suddenly, if you have 1,000 threads hanging on you because of your interaction with everything around the world around you, invisible thread, 1,000 invisible knots, that means you're not floating, you're not dancing. But imagine when you let go of all that thoughts or behavior, all the knots open up and you start become free, floating freely and dancing freely. So each of us dance like that. So when everybody dance like that, then we get close and go away, just like the magnet Rick was showing the other time. This magnet, as they move, the other moves. So the humanity will become a planet of free floating souls that they vibrate and they get closer and go away according to what they do. I can imagine it in my mind how this planet look like. Then everybody untangles these knots and they let go of all the if and but and this and that and this person is that, that person is that. Even sometimes about the people even we love, we can have a thought that we might question the behavior. That even that is not correct. There's nothing wrong with anybody's behavior. Everything is correct. They want to behave, they want the way they want to behave because that's the way they are. There's nothing wrong with anything. But we with our conditioning, we label everything. This is not a good behavior. That's a good behavior. This is not supposed to be said. That's supposed to be said. But as a matter of fact, everything is okay. The good, bad is creation of ourselves. And then once we get to that 100% of not having any judgment or anything about anybody, Because sometimes we think if we say something to someone is a constructive way. But who am I to say what I think is correct is correct? Who decided on that? Who decided the way of life the way it's supposed to be? There is no way of life in anywhere. There is only one way of life, and just to be. However you want to be, that's be. However you want to eat, you can eat. However you want to walk, you can walk. However you want to talk, you can talk. Once we establish that in ourselves and let other people who they are, then the world finds its way to the peace. You don't have to do anything. I don't even have to lift a finger. I'm going to read for you here, which is written on the page. One planet, one nation, one race for world peace. Through the beauty of the soul of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal, and all are as creators, as they are created in the image of the Creator. Thank you.
Hello, Rick, can you hear me?
Clearly, Shweta, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. This is Shweta Anwar, Universal Council Hindi language, representing Hindi community. And I'll first say Salam, Namaste, salute to all the beautiful souls all over in existence, even in non-existence, knowingness, and in non-unknowingness. Always welcome, Suswagatam, and welcome to the beautiful energy of the Keshe Foundation work, Spaceship Institute. Welcome, Suswagatam, to the beautiful energy of the knowledge seekers of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute. Welcome to the beautiful energy of the Universal Council support and Universal Council members, Universal Council energy. So welcome, my dear ones. Here in India, we say Suswagatam. And today I will discuss a little about the peace treaty in a way as a woman, I feel. So I will say that when peace is always there, just we have to understand, you know, I would say the artifact is the soul of the man and the soul of the physicality as a woman. And you know, when the signing of the peace treaty is done by an individual, a leader, a community leader, a religious leader, whoever taking the responsibility of the whole relations around, then things change in condition, in the field strength, as we say in plasma dynamics. As suddenly everybody realizes that, oh, now we are relatives. So there is going to be a marriage. The deal is over. The agreement is over. Now it has signed. Now the marriage is there. You two have to get married. So the soul of the man is married to the soul of the physicality, the woman. And the woman, as the soul of the physicality, comes and said, oh, I never experienced that before. You know what has happened when I was in the matter? It torn my clothes. Everything is dirty, my dear. But I have now understood the offerings of love. I surrender. I surrender in love to you. Then the soul of man kindly hugs her and said, my dear, you know, everything is gone. The dirt is gone. Your clothes doesn't matter anymore. When we both say in ancient times, you know, and the soul of the physicality said, what? What we said together. But we sit together, sitting in the night and said, the night is so beautiful, my dear. And the more beautiful is the moon. Hadn't we said that? And the soul of physicality said, yes, we said that. And again, more beautiful is you, my dear, as you offer the love again after so many, after yawns. And the most beautiful thing, you know, whenever you offered your kindness, and the physicality said what? And the soul of the man said, it is you and your love. That is the most beautiful thing ever happened. Now experience the love universal. So this is, and from both the sides, as the humanity is preparing for the transition with all the something with him or her, or the whole humanity as a collective, as a residue, is that love taken, given, and restored back to merge as a family, as a new couple, a new marriage couple, to step into the Silk Road to the universal community as they are coming, they are standing in their open hand to welcome us. As we are in the newness, we are now together, merge, interacting, as we in plasma dynamics, we say interacting in peace. So now the interaction becomes marriage. So here we always react the marriage, you know, in several countries, we react the act of marriage, the coming of two plasma in love, interacting in love, creating the new, a child, and then creating a family, becoming a house with all the gifts of newness. The same thing is happening here. there is a ceremony going on, as we say. We know there is anomalies going on. There is anomalies of mutilated energies going on, but still, from within, because of this peaceful treaty signed, and the marriage is going on, the ceremony has started. It's all about the sentient beings we became, and the ceremony is, here in Asian countries, mostly in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, there is a ceremony of applying the new bridegroom. The family of the bride comes with a big bowl of a thick solution of turmeric to apply the bride, and from the bride side they go with the turmeric solution to the groom side to apply it. As turmeric is yellow like gold, we consider it as a radiant, knowledgeable, creative, well, like the hormones kind of solution applied to the bride and groom to create the new. And this becomes again game. The whole family plays with this turmeric, and this turmeric is a representation of the gold from within, inside the yellowness of the Silk Road. So I will say, as it is also a kind of astronomical truth that we are merging with Mitra in the fields of the Jupiter, a yellow planet, we say. And in astronomical way, in astrological chart, the Jupiter is represented as the planet of knowledge and radiance, like yellow. So here the yellow has started, and the ceremony has started as a deal, the deal of peace, the deal of the treaty of peace has been signed, and both the parties, both the conditions has came together and understood there is a need of marriage to start the new. And the universal community, the in-laws are waiting for us, like that. As a woman, I think like that. And the two couples, new married couples, walks on this Silk Road to go to the eternal creation. And there in India, the celebrations are so long, as in the universal community, the celebration is going on as we are becoming the new couples of the universal community, and the happiness and joy, as we understand the universal creator is within us, how joyful it is, how happiness it is. We have never experienced that happiness before. The happiness, the love we experience is mostly, sometimes, when many moments we experience this universal love in this physical body also, in this physicality also. But this, from now and at present, we are experiencing this love. This is a kind of thing that when the love is there, all the pain is going away. And for the newly wed and the new creation, there will be no pain, no suffering. There will be always the radiancy of gold, like the turmeric. So as the marriage is going on and a festival is going on in the universal community, I will say that all souls have to prepare from within a kind of tie, like a marriage. Apply the turmeric like yellow, and enlighten your hormones, radiant, so radiant that they can see, they can actually understand the kindness given by the universal creator to us. And thus the flow begins, bounding and floating, bounding and flowing, giving the kindness more and more forward, giving the love more and more forward in the level of understanding of those who don't understand, or they are coming to understand, or they understand already. So here I will say the marriage is going on and the ceremony has started, and the ceremony, I will say ceremony of the turmeric is going on. The field strength is so like gold. So merge into it, and my dear ones, any type of social stigma anybody follows, like thought process, like sickness, like illness, like anything, that has given to us, even history. If we are able to let it go, then let it go. But as my Messiah Shriman Mehran Tavakoli Keshe said, that let go of the things that has happened as an illusion, as Maya has created pain so much, but never forget. So this is the thing, and never forget is the residue to be the new again with the essence. So, so we can correct our conduct. We cannot miscreate anything again. So this is what I want to share for today, my dear ones. And I also say that turmeric is real, is the gold of nature, and we can understand how applicable it is if there is a transition going on. Apply with the plasma solution. So plasma solution, and that is eternal and abundance. Here we say Mother Lakshmi, the god of abundance, with a pot in her hand of water, Aban. So with all the suras to sing. So thank you very much, my dear ones. Thank you so much for being here. Salam, namaste, salute.
Hello, everyone. This is Mosfek, representing Bengali language in the universal community, in the Universal Council. Well, it could be community, I guess. So let's look at this thing that we know as World Peace Treaty. So it is composed of three words: world, peace, and treaty. So what world are we talking about here? Is it our planet? Or is it more than planet, our planet? In a way, it's world at any level of existence. It could be the world of an atom, which is a collection of fields, some of which we know as electron, neutron, proton. So in this world, in this tiny world, let's visit this tiny world of an atom. It's a community where these entities, the fields, they coexist, and there is an harmony among these fields and entities in this world of atom. And each interacts with others in this harmonious way, so that this atom can stay as an atom. Does this atom stay this way all the time? No, there are environmental influences. It may decay. It may transform into something else. But in this world of atom, each entity's treatment of the others is important. Harmonious treatment or interaction. I'm saying treatment deliberately because each has to treat the other one well enough. Call it peaceful. Harmony, peace, and so forth. And it is the when we say World Peace Treaty, we have this word treaty. So here we see the root of this word treat. So proper treatment in peace keeps this world of atom together, or this creation that we called atom together. So how can we create? How can we create without peace and proper peaceful treatment of others? What happens to the fields that are not part of this harmony? They move away. And at this time, we are noticing this happening. We are learning better to treat each other, each community, or each individual in a community in peace and in kindness and in harmony. So the community only stays together when this condition exists, the condition of creating something harmonious, whole, or a world. So, and there are elements there that may create disharmony, and they move away. They no longer can be part of this world, because this world is a world of peace where each entity, individual being are there to treat each other in harmony. So whether we look at an atom or a community or this whole world that we call planet Earth, the story remains the same. What is important here is that as we learn to operate in a bigger scale, let's say at the planetary level, we can move on up the scale further into the universal level. So in a way, whatever world we operate in, whether it's an atom, a cell, body, community, if we can function at a smaller scale well, that is the stage of learning for the next level of this world. And in a way, if we are to participate in a bigger stage of creation, there is no choice but to treat those who are involved in peace. That's why it is the World Peace Treaty. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Moshfik. And as a Bengali community, as a part of Bengali community, I will say to Moshfik, love and blessings of Ma from the core of my heart and soul. তোমাকে অশেষ ভালোবাসা আর আশীর্বাদ মায়ের আমার হৃদয় থেকে Moshfik. And I will say that peace, add to what Moshfik has said, that peace treaty, the treatment of any being in peace is very necessary. And signing this peace treaty, understanding this peace treaty will getting forward, is the getting in the condition of the dynamic plasma position in the soul fields. So I will say that everybody must understand this. This is receiving. This is a level of understanding. Humanity, all individuals have to understand this time, and it is very, very necessary as the timeline is like going away. So be creative in the way the universal creator is. Thank you very, very much. Salam, namaste, salute. Stefania, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, okay.
Can you hear me? Because where I am, I have a little bit of bad reception, so I don't know if you can hear me properly or not.
Yes, it sounds good now, Stefania.
Yeah, let me know if the reception is getting bad or not. Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is World Peace Project, One City, One Center for the Universal Announcement Unit. Again, good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are. And I just want to remind people that last week we had an interview with Mr. Keshe in the radio in America. It was very, very interesting. I really recommend to go in and listen. You will find the link in Telegram. It was very interesting, and in there you also can, if you listen to that interview, you can also have how do I say it? You have you can see how the world getting together, to bring the change. We spoke. Mr. Keshe also spoke about the announcement unit, and he spoke about the announcement unit are the machine you see in front of you, that they were exposed in a lens. And from my understanding, the machine now are moved to another premises. I think close to Vienna, if I'm not mistaken. So I really recommend to, when the center will be open, I really recommend to go in and listen to them, going to see them, because you will have the feelings of the plasma, or what is plasma. Yes, so plasma technology, as we said many times, is a different is different than electric, because it's got a soul. So it cannot work if there is no peace. So it's very essential to have the peace treated. To the humanity have to together work towards world peace, and that's why this it's World Peace Project. And no one will be excluded. So it has to be something that will happen all together. All together, we have to turn into peace. So that's why it's very important to get together for this project. So this project, it's no profit. So it means anyone who donate for this project, it will be for the people, to the people, and it's a project who includes.
Hello, Stefania, we lost your signal. Hello. Okay, we can't hear you right now, Stefania. Okay, she'll be reconnecting apparently. So bear with us a minute here while Stefania comes back to our Earth-based communication system. Okay, we're still waiting for Stefania. Hello, Stefania, are you back? I think she's trying to connect there now. I see Jefferson is written in the YouTube. Good day or night. Before sleeping, do not forget thinking and asking for universal peace and joy. Thank you, Universal Council. Wonderful light, you all shine.
Thank you, Jefferson. My dear, thank you so much. Much, much love.
Okay, we're still not hearing from Stefania, so perhaps she's in a bad location at this point for communications.
Rick, hi, it's Dean here. I can continue where Stefania's left off. So it's Dean here for the English-speaking community for the UCS. So the World Peace Project, one city or one centre. So Mr. Keshe said that there will be units that will be deployed around various cities around the world that will have the enhancement units to be deployed and to be used by the population, by humanity, to aid and to help balance in both emotional and physical bodies. These units are, as you see the two there that were based in the Linz Exhibition Centre, they were very special units that, as you can see, they're in a wonderful configuration of an egg. And that's a very significant shape within the structure of universal knowledge. These universal units have the potential to, as I said earlier, to rebalance the body. They also have the ability to enhance and bring the emotion of man back into balance. And in these moments, we seem to have had a very big imbalance around planet Earth. There's many souls that are in an imbalanced position of needing an energy transfer to bring them back to balance, to bring them back to joy, to bring them back to the peace that they require within inside themselves. And even though within the universal community and the universal council, we judge no one and we ask no one to judge ourselves. We give unconditionally from our souls to all souls. And this condition is will be enhanced within these units. They are available for each and every community. Mr. Keshe has openly stated that for every penny, pound, euro, peso, whatever you want to call it, that we put in, Mr. Keshe would donate the same amount. I think that may have changed now, but these units are here for humanity, for each and every one of us, to bring about a wonderful new condition on this planet. They will change and enhance the experiences we have as a human being. I guess, from a point of view of a knowledge seeker, that even we have very many beautiful souls that are present with us. It's not just in our physical bodies, but in like our pets, our animals. They would also gain experiences from this beautiful knowledge and these units. So we always think as a race, as a human race, that we are so at the top of the chain. We are the one condition, the one unit that we tend to think just of ourselves, and not always, but in some moments. And it would be nice if humanity opened up its conscious thoughts and appreciations towards many, many different souls that take shapes and forms in all sorts of aspects of in everything that you see around you. And many souls would benefit from these universal units being placed, as I said, all around the world. In each and every small town, in cities, we have new universal units that are vertical units that can be taken into local physicians' offices and structures and used on a more local level, so that they become more user-friendly to not only larger communities, but to smaller communities and to individual doctors and nurses and people that who would like to experience this new technology. These new units are available for as I said, for individual doctors and nurses to purchase and to be part of. And if you have a very particular interest in trying to help and enhance the body of man, enhance the soul and the emotion of man, bring it back to balance, and a new addition, not just new, an addition to the beauty of the knowledge of mankind, to bring about an incredible new dimension. Because in these very moments, as we all know, we're all struggling at times with the peace within inside ourselves. Sometimes I hear wonderful speaking, wonderful poetry spoken by the Universal Council members. And they speak beautiful things, and I can hear in their tone of their voice that they are portraying beauty, but the sadness is behind the voice. You can hear it in the moments, and it's the suffering of all the souls that are realizing what is taking place. And as a group soul, as an oversoul, we feel it. Each and every single one of us is connected, as I said, by this thread. The thread is our soul, and we're all deeply connected. We're as one. And so humanity is going through a very big phase of awakening, sensing the other souls, and feeling, sometimes, not everybody, but some of us, a slight disconnection. And these units are here to aid and bring back many beautiful conditions, and to bring about conditions that each and every soul in a physical body would find the balance point that is correct for them, whatever it is, whether it's in a physical condition that you have that is, I can't explain it too much because I can't go into detail about medical issues and problems, but it will bring back balance to the physical body. The other side is the emotion of man. The most important aspect that all of us experience in these very moments, because the emotions that tend to lead to our interactions and our experiences are rest between the average person's brain is what, 6 inches across, something like this. I don't know the exact measurements. But all these dimensions and all this emotion sits within a physical structure of your head. And so, as we know through these beautiful teachings, and the knowledge that we carry as universal members and knowledge seekers, that this condition, you have a galaxy. Your mind is a galaxy, is a universe, and it has all the attributes and all the abilities to enhance and take you to new dimensions and have you experience anything you need to experience. The enhancement units are here to help to balance this within inside yourself. So to bring you into a position where you would feel that you would, the tool would be there for you to feel the balance point, to bring you back to where whatever it is you require as a being, as a soul, that enhances you. And for some, for many, this would be physical attributes to your bodies, if you have ailments and things like this. And then for some of us, it would be on a soul level. It would be on an elevation. So it would be the elevation of the soul of man. And this is a huge thing for humanity. It gives us the opportunity then to be able to move forward into new dimensions of space travel, of enhancement of one's physical form, as I've said many times. And this technology is openly available and here right now for each and every one of us and for the whole of the totality of the human species, the race. And the fact that this technology is here and it's awaiting for the awakening of humanity to this knowledge and to bring it forward. Because once we experience it as an emotional soul, as a physical body person, being, we will all come to understand a different dimension to humanity. And this is a monumental change. It's a condition that when you can have clear, conscious, balanced emotions and physical body, you tend that the reactions and everything else around you will change. You will experience a greater degree of freedom, of beauty within your life. Many of you may be experiencing this right now, and I'm not saying that you need any change, but some of us, some souls require the balance point, and this is what it's here for. This beautiful unit you see in front of you right now, the vertical enhancement unit. So as you can see, this very easily fits into, and I know that they've got even smaller. I know Mr. Keshe has brought forward the technologies, and he's making these physically smaller and smaller, so that they will be more and more useful and more portable in many, many different applications. As you can see, you can interact and stand between this particular device, this particular tool, this vertical enhancement unit, and bring back balance to your physical body or your emotional state. Change the conditions of this, this structure that we facilitate through the thoughts and intentions of the 6 inches between our ears, for want of a better way of putting it. Because all realities stem from this point. And so if we can enhance the body, and so through our thoughts and intentions and magnetical fields, this is this technology resides around magnetical fields that are present amongst all the universe, throughout the spheres of all the planetary systems and universal knowledge. And once you come to understand from, as it was spoken about earlier on, from an atom to a universe is all the same. And so from a cell in your body to the cell of this unit, to the cell of a planet, a star, a galaxy, a universe, it's the same process, it's the same thing, just in micro and macro. And so it's on a scale inside, you can see how these devices will get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, to the point that we get to it's a thought and intention that's deep within you. And these will help these units, as I said, being placed all around the planet. And each and every one of us has the ability and the opportunity to be part of this, this peaceful new position of just universal knowledge. It is astounding in its beauty once you understand it. Once you interact with plasma and you start to understand it, it changes the condition. And these new units and many of the products you see here, and I'm not trying to sell products, they're there to aid and help humanity. Many of this technology is freely given as knowledge and is taught weekly, daily, hourly by the foundation. And it's taught freely and given freely to the whole of humanity, to help humanity. There's these particular products you see before you now. You have the One Cup, One Life. You have the field absorption of the butterfly that transcends and gives you all sorts of new dimensions. The One Cup, One Life, the technology behind it is extraordinary. And it brings about a new balanced condition that will change and enhance your experiences and your conditions within you, yourself, can help your family, can help your friends, can help the greater extended family, the communities, the nations, and everything else. And it's freely here. And we've all, many knowledge seekers that have been present with this technology have made these cups for themselves. They look very simple devices, and many, I've had many people I've spoken to me and said, well, what do they do? What actually are they? What do they, what is it? And so then you go through the process of trying to explain it's magnetic and gravitational fields that are the interaction that we have between the sun and the earth and yourself. So these fields are like, if you can imagine, if you have a condition of magnetic fields, that if you compress them down and keep pressing, and you have billions and billions of fields, and the more and more you compress it and compress it and compress it, you come into the matter state, which is a physical being, which is a planet. And these fields within these cups interact with the dimensions that we need as a human race, that we need in our human bodies to balance the body. So they interact with copper, that is to do with the physicality. They interact with zinc. So we have, on this planet, we have a distinct lack of zinc, because this is directly connected to the emotion of mankind. So when you come to understand this and you interact with these cups, and then you start to interact with the fields. So when you're looking at at the bottom of these cups, you're seeing something called GANs, gas in a nano-solid state. This was unknown to mankind until the last few years that Mr. Keshe brought it forward and gave it to humanity. Within the structure of that GANs, it has the properties of mini suns. So it has the properties of a sun. So the energy transfer, the energy pack of a mini sun, and there's millions of them in there. We don't touch the GANs. So the GANs is in the matter state. So we don't touch the GANs. We use the plasma waters. So when we pull in nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon through the atmosphere into a solution, a salt solution, we end up with something called GANs at the bottom of these containers. And they're wired in with the copper and the zinc plates, wired together with a special coating called nano coating. And there is where the beauty lies, because within the nano coating, when you separate, say, copper, it can be any material, but let's say copper, we separate the molecular structure and we open it up, we create space gaps in the top 30 to 50,000 layers. And when you open up on a subatomic level, you can create a field flow between the atomic structure. When you do this, then these fields are then brought through the nanocoating and through the structure of the zinc and the copper. And as I said, this settles in the bottom of the jars, and it's called GANs, gas in a nano-solid state. We use these properties of the suns, this energy pack, to then produce plasma water. What's plasma water? So plasma water is a solution, because we do it in a salt solution. So this is has salinity most of the time with these cups of around about 15% salinity. We then wash out the plasma water. So the plasma water becomes usable to the human body and to many of our vertical friends and our other friends once we re-wash out the water. So we take the plasma water, we don't touch the GANs. The energy pack of the GANs itself is too strong for the human body and many bodies, if not all bodies. So we have the plasma water on top of the GANs. We use this these waters, once they're washed, to spray and to drink and to bring about balance in the physical body and in the emotional body. And it links back to, as I spoke about a little bit earlier on, about the certain metals and conditions and physical elements that we have. As we know, we find out through this technology, it directly links with, as I said, the emotion and the physical body of mankind, and the plants and the animals and the whole infrastructure, the whole of the environment that we live within in our physical bodies. So we have the ability then to create plasma waters that have a different structure. So they have a pH reading that is far higher than normal water. And the alkalinity of this plasma water is what aids the body, because we know that if you have a very acidic body, this leads to conditions within a physical structure that is not harmonious with mankind. So when we raise the pH levels and take them to a position of alkalinity, and then we use that beauty within our physical structures, and also with, as I said, with our vertical friends. We aid the conditions and the environment they reside within and exist within. We bring about a new field strength. I spoke about fields earlier on. These fields of radiation that everybody thinks of radiation is a one-way ticket to the wrong way. Radiation, if it's controlled in a correct manner, and with this technology it can be beneficial to the body. We have many structures within us. We take many vitamins and all sorts of pills and things that have the same structure. This is another way of administering the energy pack of these conditions that we're given in another way of absorbing energy. And because all this really comes back to energy transfer. So from an atom to a universe, and that includes you and everything you interact with, is all to do with energy transfer. And we speak about the universal community, and they're very aware of this, and they're present with us always. And they're here gently guiding us and helping us to experience what they experience, what they know. And the Universal Council are here to help and aid humanity to bring it back to balance, to bring it back to the beauty that is you as a soul. You shine so incredibly brightly. And it's only the filters, the fields that you experience due to your condition, to your environment, to your thoughts and intentions. So we are here, and the technology is here, and these enhancement units are here to bring it back to balance and to help you experience the beauty. Some of you may need very little. Some of us may need a lot. The choice is yours. And it's always like anything, any free will, any choice of any dimension, in any reality that you experience, you always have a choice in everything we do. Anyway, that's what these units are for. That is the plasma water. There, Rick is very kindly showing the pH value of plasma water. There's also, as you can see, there is a Magrav's energizer and alkalizer. So let's go into that one for a little while. So they have a, as you can see, the GANs is actually in the container at the top. But we never, so that's in a sealed unit. So the fields are radiating out, the plasma fields are radiating out and enhancing that water. They're bringing about a balanced condition. We then, within the structure of the environment, take that water and apply it into many applications. And this could be for agriculture, it could be for energy, the energy to your body, the energy to your mind and spirit, to your emotion, to the enhancement of every aspect that you experience. And it just looks like normal water. And it is really, but it has a very special property, and it is plasmatic in nature. And it's universal knowledge brought forward for you to experience right now, to bring about a balanced position of your physical body. And I know a lot of us, whether we're young, middle-aged or old, we all have different conditions within ourselves. If you suddenly had something that would aid this and bring about a new condition where you suddenly didn't have to think or worry about a certain condition you may have, then you would, I would imagine many people would like to experience this. And as I said, it's just water, but like all aspects and everything in life, and everything to do with the universal knowledge that we carry, that we've come to understand, it's at the point of need, and it's for you to decide what you need and what you would like to experience. This technology is here for you and your family. And it's here now. Universal knowledge in universal units that you can have in your city, in your town, in your environment, to bring about a change, to bring about a beauty. And we could express it, and I could open up and tell you many wonderful things we can't discuss on these channels because there are certain conditions that do not allow. So we have something called the Keshe television channel now that we've opened up. And we're broadcasting on it right now across this new channel. And this gives us the opportunity to express and to deliver this knowledge in a new way. So we can speak openly about the technology and deliver a new message. I cannot say more than that because we're broadcasting across many different channels. So if you get a chance, please visit the Keshe television TV channel, and we will put some links up and we will sort this out so you can see this. As I said, this is a knowledge for you, your families, and these units are, I know how the beauty of this knowledge, and I know the beauty of this technology, and I wish, and I'm sure all the Universal Council members would wish this too. We wish this for you and your families and for humanity, that you accept this beautiful gift that's here for you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dean. And bear with me a second here while I get my screen back up. Just a minute here, I'm having some technical issues. Go. Okay, we're back to our presentation here. So let's carry on. Now we do have someone with a hand up here, but usually we wait till the question and answer period that will come in shortly here. So bear with us there.
Okay, this is can I on, Rick?
Yes, go ahead, Shweta.
Okay.
There's a lot of noise from your microphone. There's something wrong with the connection. I have to mute you. Sorry, you're going to have to fix that connection on your microphone. There's a bad connection and it's making a lot of noise. I'll try it again. I'll try opening, or you can try to open your microphone again.
Now the noises are gone. It's
now it's gone. Yes. No, it's back again. It's back again.
It's
back again.
Roaring.
It's back again.
Back again.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not good at all.
Okay.
I think it's maybe a bandwidth problem there too.
Hello, can you hear? It is clear now, Rick?
Yes, much better. No, it's back again. So it's back again. Really noisy.
So I request, or anybody else can read the invitation, please.
Okay, it's good toward the very end there, but not now. Okay, let's carry on then. Who would like to read the invitation here today?
Rick, if no one's going to do it, I can read it.
All right, go ahead, Dean.
Okay, thank you. So the invitation for the UC members or the UCS support members. Okay. So we have some background information about the Universal Council can be found in the UC Charter and the UC Mandate on the homepage of the UC. The decision to join will be made by your soul. So we all have a soul, and it gently guides us and puts us into a position of beauty in every single moment. And if you are in resonance and you listen to your soul, and this usually, if you listen deeply within inside yourself within the first very few moments, seconds, the moment, you'll feel it deep within inside yourself straight away, and you'll know, and it will speak to you. And if you feel this, then please apply as a Universal Council member for the open language positions. And there are many. There are many positions on this planet. There are many languages that need to be recognized and present with the Universal Council. Remember, we're here for humanity, for you, for you. So please join us and come and be part of this beautiful new structure, this peace for humanity, this beauty that is the plasma knowledge, that is a new condition, the beauty of just the pure beauty of universal. I don't know what the right words are to say anymore. I've said it all a little bit earlier on. Okay, so you can apply as a Universal Council support member for any chosen language. So if you feel this call, please get in touch with us. You can go through the, and I will, Rick, can you do the, go to the form, please, on the, if you have that. So, but you can apply by filling the form at the bottom of this page, which is the how to support the Universal Council. And you can apply to be a Universal Council member, you yourself. And then you can come forward and you can be present and you can represent your nation, you can represent your community, your language. It's an honor to be part of it, because once you deeply connect with yourself and then with the soul of man, and then when you connect with the universal community that is within each and every one of us, and if you hear the call, then you just fill in the form and the doors open up within the foundation, within the universal community. This knowledge, once you actually engage with it, once you allow, it opens up new dimensions. It opens up everything to you. So when you approach this and you decide to take this position, you can ask the Universal Council for what you require as a nation, as a language, and you have a voice. You're given a voice, a new voice, and it's unlimited, and it's just for you to experience what each and everybody on the council has experienced, the beauty of their language, the knowledge that is given, and then you can step forward and receive the beauty of all the products, all the plasma knowledge that we carry. You can experience it too, and you can make, you can bring this technology then to your nation, to your neighborhood, to your communities, to your family, to you, and share it openly and freely amongst your language. And there are hundreds of thousands of, well, not hundreds of thousands, but there are many languages. I'm not sure exactly how many, but there are hundreds of languages on this beautiful planet. And they all need representing. So you as a person, it doesn't matter what position you feel that you're in, whether you are a housewife or whether you are in a governmental position. If you feel the call to aid and help humanity and your language, please step forward and be part of this beautiful peace within inside yourself and within inside the soul of man, which is you, which is deep within you, which has always been there and always will be there, always. So please step forward and fill in this form and be part of this. Let's bring it forward. Let's bring a new condition. Let's bring about the beauty that is humanity, that is the wonderful home that we all reside within. You know, this sphere, this soul, the soul of the planet, and then this connects with the soul of you. And as I've said, whether you're a housewife or whether you, however you describe yourself, has no relevance. You're all welcome, and any one of you can step forward, take this position, and then represent your language, and then bring this knowledge, this technology forward, and deliver it to your nations. And we call upon all of you that want or need a new condition, a new change. If you feel it, please, as I said, come forward and experience what all the Universal Council members have experienced, and all the people and all the communities that they speak and feel and communicate with. And then we can bring it further and further out across all the communities and all the languages, and bring about the elevation of man, the elevation of mankind, the elevation of the soul. But first of all, and in the first instance, it's bringing forward in the physical matter state, in the condition of your bodies and your environment, balance. I've spoken about this earlier on, bringing about a beautiful balance that requires just a thought and an intention and the wish of you as an individual to share the beauty with the rest of humanity. And it just takes the courage that we all have within us, because we all, each and every one of us, each and every one I know sits on the panel here. They're just like you, just like myself. We're just souls, normal people that have felt a calling or want to help and want to give and receive the energies back by being in this position. And so if you take a position on the council as a support member, if you're over a certain age, I think it's 60, anything, you can be a support member from any age, I think, I don't think there's a limit on, I'm not sure how young you can be, but I would imagine from a teenager up. I'm not sure about children just yet. I'm not quite sure if that's been spoken about. But well, certainly from teenagers up to 60 years of age, you can be a UC member. So that means you can actually be the member for your language on this planet. And then after that age, you can be a UC support member, which is a different condition, but it means you obviously then you support the members that are holding a seat on the council, that are there representing the whole of their community, their language. It's up to you which position you feel you can fulfill and help with. Many of us get very, very busy in our lives, and we get restricted in our thoughts and intentions to just the worlds that we experience immediately in the moment, in and around our physical bodies. Or if we travel a little bit on holiday or go to visit a relative or a friend, we experience a different reality within that environment. But with this, if you become a member, a Universal Council member or a support member, you can join many, many souls. And this gets, by order of magnitude, the amplification of the soul intention, the wishes, the beauty of the knowledge expands and grows. And the plasma that is you, the soul, the sun that is within inside yourself, expands out and radiates out and touches the next soul. And by order of magnitude, when you become part of this, all the souls will be part of you, and your wishes and intentions will be enhanced and by order of magnitude brought forward. And all the Universal Council members and all the souls that are present will support you. And there are also the universal souls will support you. And this is countless numbers of souls that are present with us constantly. And you can be part of this, and you can give unconditionally, and you will receive back in the most beautiful, unconditional way. And it is a joy to be part of it. So please come forward. Rick's put up a link to all the documents. Thank you very much, Rick. So yeah, please come forward. You will be so dearly appreciated, and as I said, if you feel the call and you want to be part of this beautiful piece with inside yourself and with inside humanity, and extend it out further to all the souls that are present with us on this planet, that are not always seen, but always felt and sensed with us, because we are all beautiful beings that are present always. So thank you very much. And please, as you can see here, you've got the UC Charter, you've got the UC Mandate, the UC Constitution, and you've got the Peace Roadmap. So that shows a map of how this structure has taken place over the years within the foundation. You also see here the different languages that are being represented in these moments by their particular members, and you have their email addresses there. And we would like to see this grow. These beautiful souls that have brought themselves forward and give unconditionally, constantly. A lot of the work people don't see, but I know how hard these souls work. And it's not work, that's just it. It's giving, so it doesn't feel like work. It feels like a beautiful thing to do, and it brings you many energies and soul conditions, because you're giving, so you receive more back. And this takes you into a new dimension, a new realm, a new understanding of your own beauty. So please step forward if you feel the need. If you feel the need and you want to be part of this peaceful beauty for the whole of mankind, not just mankind, throughout the unicos, all the way back to the whole of creation and creator. And you can be part of this because you are a creator, you're part of it, you are part of the creation, you're within it, and everything that surrounds you and everything is part of it, and you are part of it. So be the beauty. Please step forward if you feel you can help and be part of it. It would be a pleasure to be present with you. Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Okay, Dean or others, we have a question in the Q&A that's appropriate to what you were just talking about there, Dean. In fact, I'll go back to the previous screen here. From Ginger, who says, would you please connect me with the English-speaking council member? I do not see one on the published list. And another question is 16, the total number of council members. So what about connecting with the English-speaking council member?
So at the present moment, Rick, that would be myself. And as a support member, you can contact me. I will get those details. Because I'm not a member, I am a support member. I'm in a slightly different position where I support, obviously, there's no English member as such in these moments.
But all the members do, or I think all of them do speak English. So any of them can be contacted is one response to that question that I heard previously. So
yeah, of course, that's exactly right. Because the English language, as we know, is spoken all across this planet in many diverse ways, and you can be the language can be from England, from India, from Australia. The language is spoken all across and in many different ways, and in America, obviously, and many other places. And so the support members can speak the language, but we have one member that would represent the English language, say within the UK, and that member could be myself. I could step forward and take this position. I have been, as you know, I am doing a lot at the moment. But if no one else comes forward, then yes, I think I will have to put myself forward into that position. And if I could be accepted.
Member.
Sorry?
We have an English UC member, but he's not present at the moment, so you can cover.
Yeah, of course, yeah, I know that it's beautiful. I would cover, and in these moments, I've like all the UC members.
Wait a minute.
And we will do whatever we can. We will do whatever we can.
As said, we have a UC English member. Is that right?
Yes, like we have one, but he's took absentees for a while. I think he took some time off.
I know who you're speaking
about. I thought he
about.
was over 60, so couldn't do that. That's what I thought.
Oh, he was.
Perhaps
Was he
not.
over? Was he over 60?
I'm not sure. I thought maybe,
Oh, I
but
wasn't. No,
perhaps
I
not.
don't. So I don't know if you know he was over 60. Then that's resolved the case, I guess.
Okay, so what does someone like? Who does someone like Ginger contact? She's got several questions here. She says, in my background efforts, due diligence to facilitate Mr. Keshe April 21st, 2021 invitation to scientists of my knowledge for the council. Would the council please publish their invitation to the scientists, so of the ones that have been sent, so that I do not overlap? So how can she coordinate with the Universal Council in their efforts to publish or promote this invitation to scientists document?
Yeah, like I think she can reach out to any of the council member, but then what the invitations she wants to endorse, we have to look at it. Whoever the council is going to respond, we have to look at it and see what direction this is going, what scientists, who are the scientists, what occasion it is. And then because we all speak English.
Okay, so she'll have to get in touch with one of the people on the list here. Okay.
You know, right now, Dean wants to take responsibility for it. It's no problem for him. So we can direct, she can privately reach out to Dean and take it from there. And then if Dean has to bring this to discuss with the UC members, we can go over it.
We also have Elias is UC support for English as well. So
yes,
maybe
I mean,
he could help with that.
Exactly.
And she asked,
Elias is very beautiful, and he helps out immensely all around the foundation, and is incredibly knowledgeable and very, very talented and beautiful at being able to sort out these sort of informations in the background. And Elias, if you can contact Elias or myself, and we will definitely do whatever you require to fulfill what you need, Ginger. Thank you.
Ginger goes on to say, would the peace treaty maps and flags that have been signed incorporate the leader who signed and what date? I'm not sure what she means by peace treaty maps, flags that have been signed. Maps, flags. Maybe just the peace treaties. You don't have any world leaders who have signed yet, is the problem, other than the Universal Council members who have signed the peace treaty in absence of the leaders or in replacement.
Rick, as we know, the Universal Council has many moments ago signed the whole of all the nations into peace, because none of the world leaders stepped forward in those moments. And so the Universal Council, it was signed, the peace treaty was signed on behalf of the whole of humanity, for humanity by the council, and has been brought forward to, in the moments to be present for humanity and to be there to support and guide humanity into all its endeavours that will be present in the environment on this planet and beyond.
And see, she would like to be connected with the closest working enhancement unit to Ecuador. Well, we don't have any working units yet. Arizona will be set up as a center, and possibly Mexico. What else about that? That could be a couple of months away, or whenever it's whenever that comes about. I'm not sure when. The corona has thrown things for a loop with that whole thing. Can anybody else give her any other information about how she connect from Ecuador? What would be is there Ecuadorian contact that she could use, I wonder?
So, Rick, I would imagine through the Spanish community, speaking community in and around those areas, that there would be a connection for is it Ginger we're talking about now? But I'm sure
yes, sorry, I had a barking dog here.
That there would be a connection there, and we could then put her in contact with where these units are going to be placed. Mrs. Keshe has been, as we all know, placed in these units and having the position made ready so that they can be placed all around the planet and the world.
Yeah, there'll be announcements as well.
It will be announced. Yeah, that's right. It will be announced.
And also, there is the email address for, was it Keshe Global? It was just on the ad that we had for the unit there. Let me see here if I can find that. Should know that by now, but well, it must have been in the store, I guess, not in the website. Let's have a look at that. Yes, there it is. Let's find it here and show. So it's back on the Universal Enhancement Spaceship Unit store location, store page. It says, for any questions related to the Universal Enhancement Spaceship Unit, please email us at office@at.kfm.global, which is Keshe Foundation Manufacturing Global. So office at, so tricky, office with the @ sign, at.kfm.global. I'll just put that in the chat so we have a record of that, and it's easy to pick up. So this is okay, and she has yet more questions. Could you please have the roadmap updated from That's the Peace Roadmap, I believe, on the Universal Council Peace Roadmap, or the Peace Roadmap channel, or page rather. Updated. Could you please have the roadmap updated from 2016? That is definitely something I'd like to see as well. Does the Universal Council have anybody that works on the Keshe Foundation website, or any connection there to be able to change the website? If not, that would certainly be a good job for somebody to clean up the website and work with the...
With the website, I don't think they should be worried about it, because everything is being under control. They've been working on it, because the whole all the programming, everything is diverted to Tehran. So I think you should talk to Mr. Keshe about this. I don't think it needs any cleaning up. They're working on it at the moment.
Oh, it'll be a whole new website, so it'll be all different probably.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well that'll help, because there are lots of things that need updating. So it'd be good to have a refresher of the whole website, basically. It's probably what will happen. Okay, Ginger mentions, I do not want to endorse, just send the invitation to submit. Submit the invitation, apparently. Yes, that's correct. She says there's no working units to access. Currently, there's no universal enhancement spaceship units to access. There are other technologies of the Keshe Foundation. She also goes on to say, I just received the 99% zinc for my 10 Cups of Life kits to share in my community, Shalumbamba. Very excited to share results. We'll also visit store. Thanks ever for the guidance. All right. Now we have a hand up. Let's address that. Salome, would you like to go ahead?
Oh, yes, Rick, thank you very much. I have a good news for everybody. I finally start to teach about peace in the day of the Mondial Peace, on 29th May. And for me, this is very, very important, because I brought together all Keshe Foundation community from Bragadiru team from Romania, and they were very happy, because I start to share with them the knowledge which I accumulate from you, Universal Council, from Mr. Keshe, from Alex, from Rick, and all other knowledge seekers. I just gather on my soul, on my heart, and I share with them, just to create peace and unity. It's not a good idea when we divide people by thematics and by many Zooms and so on the same community. We have to be together as a garden with many flowers. This is my opinion, inspired by the wisdom of many messengers of peace and prophets on this earth, and especially by my beloved Mitra. She is inspiring me daily, because I love her, and I feel that she takes care of us, especially today when an asteroid, it was about to destroy our planet. I don't know if you know, but I I just made this desire, this wish to be safe, and other civilization just to come and help our blue planet to be safe. I hope that tomorrow we will be together and nothing will happen on this blue planet, which we want to conserve. Another thing about our conference with scientists, I'd like to be in contact because I was dropped out from our internet connection, and I came again and I escaped all your discussion about our KF TV channel for scientists. I sent many how do you say, in many networks. I sent our interact KF TV interaction, but I didn't receive any feedback, and I don't know if I work for nothing or something is there. I will be happy if somebody will contact you, and if you can write to me and inform me if somebody from my side or from my connection contact you, I will get motivation to work more and more to bring together scientists, world scientists for peace, KFTV to bring together. And I was so happy to hear from all of you that we are not the savior of the planet, but by our behavior and to be an example of bringing peace and unity. And when somebody do something bad on us, to have the courage to tell the truth and ask them to correct. When they tell you that you are I don't know, you steal, you are a stealer, you are a criminal, you are a injury, you are a liar, you don't have to defend, but just have a vertical behavior, and don't stay like this to be insulted. I think this is not correct, made you ill when you don't do bad things, and you are sanctioned by international community, for example, and many people suffer. You have to take the courage to tell them that this is not correct, that we don't have to punish people which never did something bad. International community sometimes is very happy to punish people. This is a childish behavior. If we are mature, we don't punish. We just give incentives to people, help them when they are in need. If people are poor and if you sanction them and they become more poor, more unhappy, what is this? This is not correct. We have to have the courage and to tell when something is not correct and ask people to be correct and to work for peace and for unity. We don't need leaders which don't care about us. They don't love us. Our soul is on our leader. We don't need leaders. We don't need leaders which doesn't want to sign the piece of treaty in their soul. I think that will be a good idea if many people from the world will sign this treaty, and the leaders will follow the example of the community, because they have to serve the community, not to control community. Politics is all about access to small to how do you say, to resources, and small resources which are rare on this planet. And also it's about control. We don't need control. We don't need fighting for resources. The Earth has enough resources for many people, for more people. And if we feed ourselves at the soul level, we don't need to deplete the resources of this planet and interrupt the cycle of life of animals and plants, as all we know. Peace means also non-violence. Peace means Magrav. And I teach people from peace means equilibrium between masculine and feminine, equilibrium between rich and poor, equilibrium between science and spirituality, equilibrium between all nations and all ethnicities, all social classes, all genders, I mean, between masculine and feminine in all aspects of energy. This is peace, equilibrium. And this unit of enhancement, it's an example how we can reach the peace by helping people to become healthy and happy. Today, just somebody asked, I have so many illness. Please help me how I can escape from all tumors which I had. I answer, you have to be balanced at emotional level and maybe find a way to use this enhancement unit. I just sent this email address, which Rick generously shared with us. If somebody from Romania will contact you, please help them to find a way to use this enhancement unit. Myself, I don't know if it's possible to use it. And I think that Universal Council is something to admire for, because they are not paid and they work for peace. Many leaders and diplomats are paid to work for peace, but they never achieve peace because childish and maybe foolish, they work to get war. They are paid to create war between nations. It's just unbelievable. That's why I'm here. I'm happy with you because I feel your soul. You are so sincere. You are so pure. You want from the bottom of your heart and soul peace. Peaceful people from Universal Council. I love you, and your fields attract me because my name is Salomea, and maybe I was created to be together only with peaceful people, which love peace and work for peace daily. And they feel peace inside of them and become sad when they can't achieve peace in their community or in their nations, or between nations at the global level. But we don't have to be upset. We just try to be first peaceful with ourselves, to be confident, to have the courage to say when something is not correct, and try to correct our own behavior and help others to correct themselves, but saying and looking what they have the best at their strengths, and encourage them to become a model of creating peace and unity on this earth, telling that they are perfect, they are good, like Mitra and Creator created them. We were created noble. We don't have to dismantle, don't elevate our soul opposite to I don't know to what they, I don't know the word, but better to be optimist about our future, see only the quality, the good quality of our neighbors and even in our family, and construct only on qualities. When we don't look to non-qualities, they will not appear. When we don't talk too much on non-qualities, we will not have is like light and dark. Dark doesn't exist, is only in our mind, because in the world we have only light. We learn not physics and astrophysics. We have only light, different light, dark light, and luminous light, visible light, I mean. Dark, it's absence of light, visible light for our eyes. So in the world is not bad and good, it's only in our eyes, because our eyes create good and bad. If we see world to be good, like my friend from Iran said, Azar, world will become good. Just see good, be good, do good, want good, and hopefully, world will become just one country. Mankind will become one country, and we will become world citizen like flowers in the same garden. Only we will achieve peace when we will have only one planet, one race. We will have prosperity, fulfillment of humanity by creating one world. Equilibrium means peace. And thank you very much. I don't want to talk too much. I just wanted to share what I had on my soul. And I was so happy I was able to share with my community in love, unity, and peace what you, beloved community, share with me about plasma science, the science of the soul. Thank you very much.
Well, we have you on the line here, Salomia. We have a question from RBT in the YouTube. It says, I am from Romania and I have free time. Is there a way I can help to spread the knowledge of this technology? Or is there anything I can do to help for a faster world change in better life? So I suggest that he sends in the UC application form that we showed, and or contact the support page of the KF website as a volunteer. Or you can join the Keshe Foundation as a private student, but also you could contact the local Romania groups or knowledge seekers in Romania, perhaps.
Yeah.
So
if he wants, I can give, but I don't know if I can publicly like this to give him my phone number or my telegram.
No, you don't want to do that over the internet,
no,
because you'll get
it's
spam
not
from
okay.
that.
I expose myself, of course.
Yeah, we shouldn't even.
Yes, maybe by Zoom, if he will become a student, he will be accepted in our Zoom meetings, and like this, he will be in touch with Romanian community.
Mhm.
We have group on Facebook. On,
right, I was just
Keshe
going to
Foundation.
suggest Facebook group. So
Yes,
look up
yes.
Romania Facebook group and just join the group there and find out who the local people are in your area. Try to get in touch. If you're really lucky, you might be close to Gianni. Of course, he roams all over. He's a bit of a gypsy that way. Okay, thank you, Salamia. Does anyone else have any questions or comments? Freed had asked in the live stream, some indigenous elders have signed the peace treaty too. And I answered, the Cherokee Nation has signed by their elders. And as far as I know, it's the only nation that's signed. They do call themselves a nation, although they're not recognized officially by Mr. Keshe. He wants to have the recognized nations, the usual nations that are as countries, to have their leaders particularly signed. Dean, I see you have a hand up. Would you like to go ahead?
Peace. Can I be heard?
Yes, you can.
I am living now in Oklahoma, and I have a couple acres and working on putting together a place where I can work with the technologies here. However, the reason I popped in is I am on the nation right here in Oklahoma of the, what was it that signed the treaty?
It was officially, I've got a copy of it right here, the Aniwaya Nation, the Cherokee Nation of Indians, the Nation of the Cherokee in America is what they officially call themselves, known as the Cherokee Nation of Indians, and the Nation of the Cherokee in America. And there's two elders,
wow.
Tazimis Alini and Wildy Makali and Wadi, who signed it in July of 2017.
I was here, not here in Oklahoma, but I remember when they signed it. And one of the things in my heart is to get an interface with the Cherokee Nation here in Oklahoma. And I think my wife, she's going to actually see if she can become part of the tribe because she's part of that bloodline. So I'm here in Oklahoma.
Strangely, you have something in common with Ginger, who just put in the comments. I am of the Eastern Alabama Cherokee, who were the first leaders of Turtle Island. So there you go.
Well, there we go. Well, I'm here to see. I just moved, so everything is sort of still in. But I figure by next week, I'm going to be starting to interface with agriculture and the technologies as a knowledge seeker. And the first place I'm going is to the Cherokee Nation, and I'm glad to know that they signed the treaty. Yeah, because I want to interface with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here, knowledge seeker, Oklahoma, to interface with a nation that's signed. Thank you.
Right on.
Love you guys.
That could start a ripple across all of America.
Well, I expect it to, because this little place in America is just a hotbed of everything, because you have it's just a perfect place to start bringing peace to a diversity of nations that are within a nation of the United States. I'm glad I'm here. And with that, I'm going to say peace.
Thank you, Dean. Always good to hear from you. And there's a note in the chat from Ginger for you. Check out Chief Phil Lane Jr. FW2.net will help Dean. Great, thank you. Thank you for the input there, Ginger. Anything else for the Q&A section? Shall we wrap things up here? We're running a bit over our somewhat arbitrary 2-hour limit by about a half hour.
I want to add something. There was a story. I just want to maybe end this with this. There was a story. There was this guy who was actually running constantly, was talking about peace. He had lectures and was like very energetic about it, world peace, and it was, and for years and years he was doing it, and then one day life happened, and then he lost everything. He lost everything about his life, his livelihood. I mean, all the assets, houses, everything, and he became a very bitter, angry, and very intolerable man. He was just cursing out everything because he lost everything. We have to go back. The lesson learned from this is we need to think about. I can be sitting in a comfort of my home, and because Mr. Keshe talked about attachment. When we talk attachment, because there's one that is, they say me, you can be a wife, I can be a dentist, I can be a daughter, a mother, I can be a sister, I can be all that. And we have all these attachment attached to us. And we have everything else around us, whatever we accumulated on this planet. So within that, we come with the notion of, okay, so let's work for peace. But in that comfort, when you walk from that, because you have to feel it, because there is one that has, with 2 legs walking on this planet, which has all these things, and then there's one that's behind this, which is the soul of the man, which is in so many of us is not in a driver's seat. So we have to think about if I lose everything, am I still going to say stay peaceful? Or it's just a slogan, and I'm taking the flag of that, and then for me to come and shake the flag and run the flag and says world peace, because we have to get the core of ourselves, and this is something for each of us to do it, because we can go ahead and get the cup of life, do this, do that, and the whole thing is, where is it coming from? That humbleness that Mr. Keshe talks about, this is something that comes into play. Because I can be talking about world peace, and I come here and I get up in the morning and I'm just excited. Let me go and talk as a UC member about world peace and then Keshe Foundation, that. And I'm passing down the street, walking down the road, and somebody right in front of me asked me for a cup of coffee. And I totally, it doesn't come even to my attention, I just pass by it, because I'm so confined to this mental world of myself, the cage of myself, that I'm working for world peace. But the first thing comes to my in front of me, if I'm paying enough attention. I don't need to come into the UC member and shake a flag, while I could be sitting down there talking to this man, giving him a cup of coffee and see where is he coming from, what is his story. What can I offer him? Maybe we're just sitting and talking to him and listening to his story. Something shakes up in him and he finds his way. It's for all of us to pay attention to our own environment, to ourselves, to see what is it behind, right under our nose. I don't have to come sit in a meeting and talk about world peace while I can do a couple of things around here which actually can shake the whole world in a different way. So there is a very, very thin line, very, very thin line where we're walking on, what path we're walking. Because sometimes we can be walking on a path of light, but on actuality, we're walking on the path of the opposite one, not the peace. So this is something that I've been pondering about for weeks and weeks, and I thought maybe I can share this with you guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ezra. I'll remind all the Universal Council members and others here that interact that there are settings on the Zoom audio for background sounds. So you can move up the settings to maybe a medium setting and eliminate almost all, if not all, of the background sounds that are going on. And we will have a much more professional sounding audio track for our videos here for the KF TV, which are trying to produce really professional videos. So something to keep in mind is there's settings, go to your Zoom preferences. There's an area for audio settings, and you can go to set it to a medium background noise setting, and that'll eliminate most of the background sounds and make for a better Universal Council presentation here. Thank you. All right. Would someone like to read the, are there any other questions or comments or anything else?
Rick, Christine here. I've just noticed in the chat that Liliana has just put something. I know I listened to it last week. It's a very beautiful thing. So she says, hello, good morning. All knowledge seekers from all over the world are invited this Sunday, May the 6th, 2021. The event via Zoom to spray 1 cup, 1 life. Sorry,
it's June 6th. I think you said May 6th.
Did I say May? Yeah, it does say, yeah, it will be June, sorry, yeah. If they do not have this water, they can use CO2 and ZNO plasma water to generate the Dome of Peace for the planet. A guided visualization will be made at these times. And she goes on to mention all the different times, which are 3 a.m. or 9 a.m. in Nevada, California, Phoenix, and how do you pronounce that other one? Not sure you pronounce that. Junaya? I'm not sure you pronounce that. 4 a.m. or 10 a.m. in Colorado, Costa Rica, Denver, El Paso, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. And then 5 a.m. or 11 a.m. in Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, and Peru. 6 a.m. or 12 a.m. in Bolivia, Canada, Chile, Cuba, Georgetown, Paraguay, Dominican Republic, and Venezuela. 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. in Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. 11 a.m. or 5 p.m. in Ghana or Portugal. And then 12 in the morning or 6 p.m. in Germany, Austria, Spain, France, Italy. 1 p.m. or 7 p.m. in Athens, Cairo, Romania, and Russia. And 2:30 p.m. and or 8:30 p.m. in Tehran. Enter the Zoom room. She gives the number. So that's a very beautiful dome of peace that Liliane is proposing for the whole of humanity to participate in, and especially the knowledge seekers.
And where's the Zoom number? How do people actually do this? How do they get involved and go to the room? What Zoom number?
She's given a link here in the chat, and then she's given a number. She would have to explain that further.
A link?
That out through the chat, which has already been posted, Rick.
Pardon me, I don't understand. Is it a public, it's a public Zoom, right?
I think it's a public Zoom. Yeah, it seems to be a public Zoom. Yeah.
Okay, do we have a number that we can give to people so they, oh, there it is at the bottom.
It's in the
Sorry.
chat. It's in the chat. Yeah, it's freely been given.
Right, okay. And that's the password. All right, I'll post that in the other chats here. Sorry, I didn't see that. My screen wouldn't go down far enough or something there.
And that's a very beautiful thing that Liliana's organised in there. The Peace Dome, as we know, within the Universal Council, is a very big part, and coming together as souls and spraying across the world the plasma waters. And I spoke about these extensively earlier on, how this joins up all the souls and gives to the planet and to the creation a beautiful energy, which is used in the plasma water and becomes the plasma dome that feeds back to all of us. So it's beneficial in all aspects to aid and help and enhance our environments and our emotional conditions. So and to join all the souls up like this is a true beauty, and I thank you for that, Liliana, and everybody that's participating in this movement, because that is a quite magnificent, beautiful creation that is feeding back and, as I said, enhancing all of us. Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Dean. And thank you very much, Liliana, for your efforts to create this Dome of Peace movement for getting people together through the Zoom and so on. It's a good idea. All righty. Anything else that we can think of? We have the Keshe Plasma Reactor Group, as usual. That will be starting at 7 a.m. Central European Time on Wednesday, June 2nd. And people are invited to go to that workshop and show things you might be experimenting with the plasma technology, or have questions or comments. It's a good place to hash things out. What else do we have? I think that's it. Of course, the Knowledge Seekers Workshop, as usual, at 9 a.m. Central European Time on Thursday, June 3rd. Okay, let's wrap things up, I believe. Dan mentions TV Galactica with Marie. And I don't know the date and time. I don't have the thing for that, but if you could put that in the chat, that would be good. Okay, can someone read the thank you here? And I've got some ads I'd like to play before we end the show.
So if no one else is going to read it, I would read this universal thank you. So, thank you. I give freely from my soul to all souls in existence. Take what you need. The Universal Council.
Okay, thank you everybody for being with us on the 172nd One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. And I'll just play some of the Keshe Foundation product videos here to end the show, and that'll be it. Okay, thank you everyone for attending today, and bye for now.
Innovative, revolutionary, stellar development, purest universal knowledge. In a transformative, futuristic design. The Universal Body Enhancement Spaceship Unit. The very first new evolutionary spaceship technology has been rolled out for mass production. Our Universal Body Enhancement Spaceship Unit is constructed from high-quality materials carefully selected by our team of experts. Embedding the essence of the new GANS plasma science and technology, it uses collective plasma field technology for changing and enhancing the environment of the body of the man. This new plasma enhancement changes the environment of the body to allow it to return to its natural, balanced energetic condition, as in the womb of the mother, allowing every cell in the body of the man to find its natural, original field strength balance. The shape and field distribution in this new space plasma technology replicates the inner structure of the universe and replicates the balance fields from which the man was created at the point of inception in the womb of the mother, not only receiving balance in the physical, but also in the emotional sense too. For the first time in the history of man, a system has been developed and delivered which not only enhances the physical body of the man, but also enhances the emotional part of the user of the system, hence reducing and eliminating many problems that could not be solved in the world of science, to bring the body of the man into near perfection, as at the time of birth. This new spaceship technology can be within the reach of every man today and can be ordered by medical practitioners, sports specialists and healthcare centres. The Universal Enhancement Spaceship Unit, the future you have been waiting for, is here. The journey from space to spaceship technology has started. Every order is subject to a contractual agreement and might require additional accessories priced separately for applications according to each case. You can order or contact us at office@at.kfm.global for additional information.